pinky. Right here, gentlemen, is what is referred to as the Nsk bearing. So there's just a standard concave bearing that the Outlier 2 comes stock with. To be honest, I've been practicing with this. It's been great. I haven't really experienced any problems with it. These are like $30, right? They don't come with shields on them. The $30 expensive ass bearings don't even have shields on them. You don't need shields. Equipped with NSKs. I mean, it feels like probably, it does feel smoother. It does feel faster. I don't know if this is gonna be better for when I'm practicing, but it feels a little bit more comfy.
Dude, it feels so good.
Next up on the list of world champion tools, we have gloves. These are nylon gloves, full fingered ones. Question, why do you cut the pinky off?
That's so that I can touch screens easier. Like when I'm playing my music.
That's pretty useful actually. It marks which one's the right hand glove and which one's the left hand glove.
I don't think about that.
Oh really? You don't think about that?
No.
That's what I think about. Well, now we're decked out. Fancy new bearing, fancy new gloves. Now we can practice. So, I've been in LA for about 8 days now. It's been productive. What have I been doing? Well, I've been yo-yoing, and in my spare time, I've also been yo-yoing, and yo-yoing. I've been yo-yoing a lot. It's been really nice to just yo-yo as much as I want. Probably even more than I want to be yo-yoing. It's just like when you just pour yourself to one thing, even though it's repetitive and it's boring to some people, it feels kind of fulfilling and productive, for me anyway. So you're probably wondering how my freestyle is going. It could probably be going better. I think like the second day of practice, I hit like, I think it was like a -7 freestyle in front of Evan in like a high pressure environment. And that felt good. I've never done a freestyle that clean before, but since that point, I haven't been able to recreate that. And something that has really reminded me about is that yo-yoing is a delicate sport. A lot of things can go wrong. Sometimes you hit really, really clean, sometimes you hit really, really bad. It's not the best player in absolute terms that wins the contest, but really the best player on the day. And I've also realized I have a slight stage anxiety problem. I'm a little bit surprised. I'm not the kind of guy that gets like nervous or shy or timid on a stage. I like being on a stage. For some reason, like, being in an environment where I have to land the tricks really screws me up. Potential hypothesis on how to fix this, I think, is to have a good warm-up routine. So that being said, I'm gonna be taking you through my warm-up routine for contests. After I'm done with this routine, I'm then gonna go wake up Evan and we're gonna do a freestyle in a high pressure environment. We're gonna see for sure if it works. Okay, so I think the first factor for me to perform at my best is I kind of just need a good night's sleep. That isn't always possible in a competition setting, so if you try to obsess over the perfect night's sleep, you never really get a good one, so I'm just negating that. But the second thing, which you do have a large degree of control over, is hydration. So I try to drink like a liter of water first thing in the morning just to make sure that I've got enough water in me, because I find that when I'm dehydrated, my like reaction time is just a millisecond off and I can't land any of my tricks. Next is kind of a 30 to 40 minute warm up. And what I'll do is I'll do my competition tricks, but at like a slightly faster, more intense pace to really kind of like do it at a really fast speed. That is something that's slightly uncomfortable. That really gets my like reaction times going so that I can kind of get into the rhythm, get into the zone. This goes for a long time, 30 to 45 minutes. Like, if I do this warm up right, I should be sweating, I should be tired. My body is quite, I got a lot of stamina. So like, I'm not afraid of like burning myself out. I can yo-yo for about 2 to 3 hours before the decline starts to happen. So that would be the next thing. Kind of just yo-yo at a level of intensity. So what I'll normally do is I'll normally do like 5 or maybe 6 freestyle run-throughs just to kind of get to the point where it's like, okay, I can hit this. I should be sweating at this point. All right, freestyle run-throughs are done and the warm-up process is done. Time for show Evan. Ugh.
Ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right.
So essentially what is going on now is I'm gonna do my freestyle in front of Evan. I get 1 shot each day. No do-overs, this is the take. Realistically, there is no danger in this moment, but I do feel nervous. Alright. So the freestyle begins pretty well. It is hit relatively cleanly until this miss, and then I miss a bunch just trying to recover from that. There's a miss on the bind there. And overall, I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I just really can't hit these tricks. And this was a freestyle that I was pretty disappointed in. And keep in mind, at this point, I've been training for about maybe a week and a half, just grinding the yo-yo, practicing about 5 hours a day. And you can see here that like this freestyle, even though it's getting better, it's not really at a level where I'm gonna be a competitive threat to anybody. So even despite the warm-up, despite doing things that, you know, made me feel good on the day, I still wasn't able to pull this freestyle together. So ultimately, I wasn't very happy.
How do you feel?
That didn't feel like a good one, but I've come to accept it.
Yeah, that was like 13.
Felt a lot worse.
Yeah, there was a lot of the things that you missed caused a lot of dead time. If you hit like better than -13 on stage, will you be happy?
A little bit. Maybe slightly better, yeah. Alright guys, so I hit -14 after my entire warm-up. That warm-up ain't it, bro. I feel as if I'm getting better, just very slowly. Hey Evan, you wanna go to the beach?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.